Is it on? Yes, it's on. So, what up, YouTube? Zeditron here. Um, this is not one of my usual videos where I just post a game clip of a random, like some random shit that's happening in my game, or just some random screenshot my Xbox decided to record of my gameplay for some reason. But this is sort of like a more of a ranting video. I just wanted to post it because I don't know. I think it stems from my Discord discussion I had yesterday. Some buddies, or not buddies, but some people on Discord were talking games and prices of buying games and all that stuff, and Xbox modification and dev kit. And I'm just come to think of it, I just wanted to make a random video talking about some games that are not very appreciated, or they're underrated in my opinion. And another thing is I I'm not really kind of a remaster guy. I really hate remaster. Not hate, but I'm not uh I don't really like remasters because I feel like remasters is sort of take away from the original experience of the original game. I get if the game is came out in the PlayStation 1 era, or for the N64, then I get it because that game, it's very hard not to it's very hard to come by. So I understand to introduce that kind of feeling to newer generations. And I started wanted to make a video of games that I okay, two games that I would want a remaster of, and one game that I really think people underappreciate a lot. I'm gonna start with that. So the game that I feel was very underappreciated is Hitman. Oh god, shit, Mirrodin. God damn it. Well, Hitman Absolution. And also sorry for the lightning because the window was right there, light shining in. Hitman Absolution, I think is very, very underrated, and because I think it's mostly because the stealth system wasn't the best. Because even if you dressed up, people would still notice you, and that was for example, when I played it, I raged a lot. So many playthroughs, so many save points, and no matter what I did, it would just some random would just spot me from across the room, and I would have to redo the whole mission again. And yeah, those were the most annoying parts. That, and also if you saved at a checkpoint, because there were also these checkpoints, you didn't get automatic checkpoints, you couldn't save yourself. If you saved at those checkpoints and reloaded that save, every other enemy would be back, and it's quite annoying because you have an enemy. If you saved without a suit on, and you had someone who was spawned near that save point, you would get spotted immediately, and you would have to redo the whole mission, which was just annoying. Just annoying. But somehow, I actually really liked the game. I think it was mostly. I think it was just the challenge, and I really like stealth games in general, or these stealth sections. For example, another game I liked stealth in a lot was Battlefield Hardline. I completed the campaign so many times, just stealthing all of the missions, going for silent kills, arresting the bad guys, arresting the warrants, all that good stuff. And I also think Hitman Absolution, one good benefit with failing those stealth sections was the fact that the maps weren't large. If you look at new Hitman games, or even the older ones, the maps were huge, or huge. It's almost an entire world section at the most. But Hitman Absolution, very small maps, very constricted areas, but still I liked it. And yeah, when it involved killing someone, then it was fun. But when you had to stealth through a whole section of laboratory and all this part, those sections were also annoying because again, people just see you. They would see you. I'm dressed as a security guard. How the fuck do they know every single security? They're huh? Is that Jerry? Hold on a minute. Jerry wasn't bald. Why are you bald? Are you Jerry? Come here, and That was annoying. But yeah, I think Hitman Absolution deserves more appreciation as a game. So that was my ranting. Now, the other two games, they're like I would want a remaster or like a sequel. Yeah, a remaster or a sequel of are Quake 4. Also, this is the Bethesda release, not the Activision one. The Activision release was way better. This is just watered down version. And the second game is Syndicate. Also, excuse the damage. The guy I bought this from, it really didn't show. The damage didn't show up in the picture, so sorry for the damage. But yeah. So, Quake 4. If you don't know like the story, it's essentially you're basically a marine is sent into this distant planet. They're like these aliens called the Strog, and their whole basic thing is they're like these biomutants. Like they kidnap like people, like no, like they take soldiers and then like twist them and create like Strog. Like they create themselves from humans. Like they add cybernetics and stuff like that, and that's how they basically exist. Is that it's sort of like biomechanical horror because Quake 4, like, again, this game, I loved the story because I didn't know what happened in, like, because if I remember correctly, like, Quake 4 follows up Quake 2, and they even, like, make the reference to, like, the main character from Quake 2. Like, they say, oh, this guy did that in the beginning of the story, and, like, they introduce the main protagonist at the same time, like Matthew Kane, one certified badass. And your story goes from there that you're basically there to destroy the aliens. And yeah, so you go in like basic mission, and then you get ambushed, and there's like this whole section where you're just basically strapped on a table, like you're captured, you can't do nothing, and you basically watch like your character, like he gets cut up and like turned into this cybernetic machine, like he is getting strogified, like that's what the process is called, of like what the strog do to you. They strogify, they make you into a strog basically. But essentially his like process isn't completed, so he still has his consciousness. So he gets saved by his men. They basically say, what the fuck happened to you, what the hell happened, but still we can use you because you are a strog. And you like you as Matthew Kane, like now that he's half strog, he can like understand their language, he knows what they're saying. So basically he can activate a lot of like their structures as well. Because like yeah, he's like half strog at this time. And then like basically the game just goes like full on, like there are so many horror sections after that. Like they were at the beginning as well, but like another thing like people had like with Quake 4, like they said, oh my god, like the beginning is like Call of Duty, but like after that it goes like full on like imagine like Doom 3 but like more sci-fi. And it's kind of awesome. The game, like the bosses are kind of annoying and are very bullet spongy, especially the final boss. I basically cheated, like, because I died so many times that I ended up just cheating. Like, I went up to the second floor of, like, the boss fight, and I just hid in a corner and, like, dodged the rockets, and I just shot at the main boss. And again, I died, and that's when I realized that you have to shoot the boss while it's re-healing. So basically, the whole boss fight was kind of disappointing, and the ending is basically, yeah, let's go. Now, you know what? Never mind. Surprise, surprise. Cliffhanger. You have another mission. And after that, like, Quake 4 was like the last game in the Quake series. And then like Quake 1 and Quake 2 remasters came out. I haven't played those because Quake 4 was my introduction to the series. But it was an awesome game nonetheless. A lot of interesting ideas, and the gameplay was pretty good. So if I think like it deserves like the Quake 1 and Quake 2 treatment, that it should get like a remaster, at least released for the newer systems. Because Quake 4, it's one of those 360 games that's not available. It's completely blistered. You can't play this on your Xbox One or the Series X because it doesn't exist. Like, even if you have played the game and you like go into your Xbox app to like check the achievements, like it's gonna show up. It's gonna be rectangular, not like square like all the other games. So yeah, a remaster or even like Quake 5. Like just a continuation from Quake 4, because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And then, last but not least, Syndicate. Now, this game, I'm a bit lost with the story because I didn't really pay much attention to the story. But basically, the Syndicate, it's a remake of a game of the same name from 1998. I don't exactly remember the year, but it is a remake, already a remake, of a game from the 90s. It's sort of this cyberpunk techno dystopian game. It's where basically us in the future, like companies have taken over. They're genetically modifying humans. Like people like have these chips, so they basically join a specific network. It's sort of like picking, like imagine going online and you're forced to pick a team, but in this instance, if you're gonna like live in this rich folk neighborhood, if you can afford like the brain chip that they're implanting in you, you can only be in that company's network, and you're connected to that network completely. And so basically, the game is, uh, if I remember that, it was basically like all of these different companies like trying to sabotage each other at the same time as these rebellion fighters, like these poor people, are trying to fight back as well. And your main guy, like in between missions, he's like questioning himself, and because you're also accompanied by this other guy, Merrick, I think his name is, and he's a badass. There's a lot of cool scenes with that guy, like total badass, and also kind of psychotic because he like shoots up a bunch of people and on the train, and it's very shocking. The game is basically like treating these people like, oh, don't worry, it's just collateral damage. Like it don't matter. Like if you get these innocent, like I think like the game does tell you avoid killing civilians, but like it doesn't punish you, which is also kind of crazy, and a very good insight into like, yeah, whatever. We're like this big corporation. We like control the world. Like we don't matter. Get this mission done. We don't care. Like civilians get caught in the crossfire. You get killed. Like womp womp. Uh, sorry, bitch. Bad luck. And like the game also like it has like some annoying boss battles, and the ending boss, and the ending is just so disappointing because this guy like you're working for, you like learn that he like killed your parents, kidnapped you basically, essentially, or like took you from your home, implanted you, like treated you like his son, created a super soldier, and then like one mission like you fail up, like you fuck up, and he's like, yeah, whatever, kill him, you're a disappointment, whatever. And I was like, because you fight Merrick at the end, and it's kind of sad because like he's like being sort of brain controlled because his eyes are like all white, and like you kill him. It's kind of sad, but at the end you don't even get to take revenge on like the big bad guy. Like he just says, "I love you so much," and like just jumps off. Like imagine Call of Duty Advanced Warfare ending, but even more like abrupt. Like the guy jumps off, the building is all exploding, and then you like just walk off, and the scientist lady who's like been helping you is also there, and like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, choose who you can choose who you want to be, and that's very disappointing because like the game itself, like the dubstep music, it was very futuristic. The gunplay, it was so awesome. Like you had these abilities, you unlock these new abilities. You can control people. You could switch. Like black, like I really thought about how many things like were in that game in Syndicate were similar to that of Black Ops 3. Like it almost felt like Black Ops 3 copied Syndicate because a lot of ideas like the power ups, like the powers you have, like is scrambling the enemy systems, like getting them freeze, like then getting them to shoot themselves. It's just screamed to me Black Ops 3, and I'm thinking like, did Activision steal some of the ideas from that game? Because it felt very similar. And again, the music was good, the designs, the story itself, like the world building was very good. Like the futuristic cities, it actually did feel possible. Because a lot of sci-fi games and movies, it's like very like it's science fiction. A train just rolled by. It's very science fiction. Like it's not very hard to think that it's true, like real. Like you gotta shut off your brain and just think, yeah, whatever, it's possible. It's very like, yeah, this is like basically the future could be heading towards. Like again, big corporations, whatever. Oh damn, it's hard to breathe in this thing. But yeah, and again, like a sequel or like a remake to Syndicate would be awesome. Like the game even had a multiplayer mode, and also Quake 4, but I never played any of those multiplayer modes, mainly because Quake 4, no one plays the multiplayer in Syndicate. Like, it's EA, like they shut off the servers like long ago. But yeah, Syndicate is awesome. Again, the company plotline is way more interesting than what we were given in the end. And yeah, I think that game deserves another remaster or a sequel. Like, again, like the game was very good and also very like all three of these games were very underappreciated. But out of all of these three, these two deserve a remaster or a sequel to it. And yeah, that's basically what I want to make a video of for today. Sorry if I'm not very clear because I'm filming this on my phone. I ain't got nothing like any of that fancy equipment. I'm broke. Yeah, but yeah, and yeah, that was basically it. And hopefully I can make like another rant video in the future, like talk about something, like maybe make a video game review, because I like really want to branch out with this channel, kind of make it like more official. And like I want to start with this, like these kinds of videos as well, like just add like game clips, like 10-second clips, like whatever. Here you go, something random, enjoy, and then a video game rant like in between, just talking about my experience with the game industry and as well, and the similar things. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.